Hey Shannon, thank you so much for letting me practice tarot on you. Um, yes. So I've been called to do yours first. As you can see, I am in bed for some reason. I feel like I've been having a lot of great luck, and people have been telling me I'm getting a lot of stuff correct. So while doing these in my home or in my bedroom. So I'm like, I don't want to mess up a good thing. I have a much more professional setup, which I think I will move to later. But for right now, since I'm just practicing, it's in my bed. So there you have it. Um, so a couple of things before I get started. First, these have been running around an hour long. If it's more, I'll do a part two for you. Um, and as I pull cards, I also get things very intuitively as well. So if that happens, I'll just say what I'm getting intuitively is XYZ. Um, let's see. What else? Oh, there are times where I sometimes see cards in my head. And if that's the case, I'll pull out the card and I'll say, this is a card that I saw in my head. Or sometimes I'll see a card multiple times, like in the deck, and I'll pull it. So I will let you know when those things happen. Um, also, if you hear me say spirit squad or squad, which you probably will, I'm just referring to my spirit team. We all have guardian angels, spirit guides, and ancestors on the other side that are looking out for us and looking out for our best interests. So if you hear me say squad, what else you got? That's just me talking with them to see what else they got. um, trying to think if there's anything else before I get started. Oh, sometimes I will get a message to use a different card deck. If that happens, I'll let you know. I always like to show people the card deck that I am using, just in case you want to do tarot as well and you like the cards. So the deck that I'm going to start with is the Metamuse deck. And I really love this deck because the edges are gold. And the imagery is pretty cool too. But I love the edges and I love gold. So that is why I'm using this deck. So I see that you didn't have any answers, so I'm just going to ask like what's coming up for you in 2023. So I'm going to shuffle the cards. Okay. Are you doing or into spiritual work? I'm getting like one of your ancestors wants to come through. So I'll probably use one of my ancestor decks. And I just got an inkling that you may be starting or dabbling into spiritual work, like intuition, tarot readings, etc. So let me know if any of that resonates. Oh yeah, that was the last thing I was going to say. So all I ask in return, these are 1000% free. All I ask in return is that you watch the video, let me know what resonated and what didn't, what I got right, what I got wrong. Just so I can continue to learn as I'm exercising and using this new skill and also using my intuition more. And then if you would like to give me a tip, if you thought the reading was great, I accept Venmo. I accept money via Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. So, and on Venmo and Cash App, my name is BritSpeaks1111. So, if you are so inclined to do it, feel free. Again, it's not necessary. All right. So, Spirit Squad, what do you have for me? What's coming up for Shannon, born May 15th, 1981? What's coming up for her? Also, that's really funny. Your birthday is May 15th, 1981. Did I accidentally say 84? Squad, if I did, I meant 1981. It's funny because that is the date that I got married. I chose that date for my official wedding ceremony after I got legally married to my now soon-to-be ex-wife. But it leaped out because I love that date. For some reason, there's something about May 15th. Like, I love that date. I think it's awesome. So that's really interesting that is your birthday. All right, squad, what do you have? What's coming up for Shannon in 2023? What's coming up for her? What's coming up for Shannon in 2023? Are you divorced or did you just get out of a long-term relationship? Something like, I don't know. I'm getting something about relationships, maybe a big thing in 2023. So let me know if that resonates. What's coming up for Shannon in 2023? May 15th, 1981. What's coming up for her? Help me out. What's coming up for Shannon? I'm trying to see if I'm getting to use another deck or not. With my intuition. What's coming up for her this year? What are some major themes that's going to be coming out this year? This card wanted to flip out. I don't know to use it or not. Perils of being new. All right, squad. Can I get a couple more cards, please? What's coming up for her in 2023? What are some themes? Oh, Jesus. Okay. What else? Can I get one more card, please? I shuffled quite a bit. So 2 cards that came out were some that came out yesterday in a reading. So I'm just like, what is that about? Also, that was the other thing I meant to say. There are times when I look at the cards after like reading them and then my intuition kicks in and I'm like, okay, these are about home, career, love, or past, present, future. So if that happens, I will let you know. Ooh, excuse me. And there was something else. I forgot. Oh, some of the cards, when they come out reversed, I find that the little guidebooks that tarot decks come with don't do a great job at explaining the reverse. So I typically use this as my source for reversals because I'm very new to the cards. So I'm feeling like These, okay. I feel like before I even read, I'm getting the sense. Okay. I'm going to read these reverse cards. Okay, so I'm actually going to read the keywords that go with reverse cards from this book, and then I'll read the meaning in this book. So the first card that came out is the Princess of Wands. Here's what it looks like upright. Whoops, sorry. And here it is reversed. So it came out reversed. Let's look at what some of the keywords are. Okay. Princess of Wands reversed. Lack of follow through, unpredictable, hot headed, argumentative, mischievous, childish, unbridled, superficial, domineering, destructive. And so the other card that came out is the Devil card. And I feel like, so what I was adjusting was that I feel like these two reverse cards and the Devil card go together. And I'm getting that it is someone in your life that's like a super negative influence. They're super toxic. And I'm getting it's like a love relationship for some reason. So that's why I had asked, like, are you divorced or just broke up with someone? Because even while shuffling, I was getting something about a relationship, a very toxic relationship that either you just got out of or you're contemplating getting out of. But let me read what the card says, because perhaps that will shed some light. All right, so in this book, the princess is called the Page of Swords. So, okay. So it says, when reversed, the Page of Swords brings delays. Hold on. Because now I'm like, I'm curious to see. So, interestingly, as I'm reading through this, it says there is one line literally in here that says, when the princess appears in a reading, it may represent someone in your life embodying this energy. Which that's what I'm getting. Is that there is like a love. Either I'm getting like previous or someone that you're like contemplating leaving, or someone you just left. Like you ended it. I'm getting like kind of fairly recently. Okay. So I just want to make sure. All right. And then here's the Queen of Wands. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to read what the Page of Wands means in here. So it says, when the princess, aka Page of Wands, is reversed, it brings delays. Emails and other messages go astray and communication gets complicated. As a person, the Page reversed talks much like his upright counterpart, but the theme of the conversation is negative and rather relentless. So I feel like I am getting vibes like this is someone very similar to my ex-wife. Especially when I read hot-headed and the relentless part, because that is exactly how she was. Very hot-headed, very like just a fucking maniac. Unpredictable, definitely childish and destructive. So yeah, I'm getting that this is someone in your life. But let me keep reading. As the upright page holds fast to his goals, so the reverse page won't let the morose subject drop. That is exactly like my wife. Like, she would badger and badger and badger and badger and badger. Like, she would beat a dead horse to a pulp. So I'm especially with this devil card, like I feel like this is someone super negative. And I can't tell if he is I'm getting that it's a male. I'm getting male energy, or it could be a masculine female, or like an androgynous or stud female. But I'm getting male energy with this. And like this person is kind of off their rocker, very unhinged. I feel like, was that a word that was used? Because if not, that unbridled. But I'm getting the impression that they are like, they seem fucking unhinged because they're fucking crazy. And like I said, I don't know if this is someone that you are currently seeing. I feel like I'm getting that this is someone in your orbit that like comes around like every 6 months. Is like, I'm getting like the visual of like the solar system and how the planets circle the earth. So like it's like once a season, or like, let me think, with the orbit. Yeah, like the earth takes a year to go around the sun. I'm getting that this person is like that. They just kind of float in and out. And I'm getting that they are hindering a lot of your success, whether you know it or not. Because they're so fucking negative. I'm almost getting like that this is an ex that kind of just won't let go of you. Like, or someone that you were interested in, but for some reason decided no. But I feel like I'm getting that this person is, they come in and out of your life very infrequently, but when they do, they cause a shit ton of damage. I'm gonna smoke a little weed because it helps. Not so I can get blazed, but I have noticed I question my intuition a whole hell of a lot less when I am high. So that is why. And I've been trying to do these more sober without weed lately, and the results are still pretty good. I just always end up leaving the video like, hey, everything was wrong. So there's that. I'm gonna keep reading. The morose word kind of reminds me of someone who's kind of like Eeyore, like from Winnie the Pooh, like always. But I'm also getting like they have this hyperactive energy. similar to my wife. Like, I'm getting like that this person is very similar to my wife. And I don't know if you've watched any of my TikToks, but she was very toxic and had traits of narcissism. Um, and I'm getting that this person kind of just won't leave you alone. But one thing that you can do, there's some sort of tie between you two. I feel like I'm almost like I'm seeing my biological father, who was not in the picture, but he would come in once every blue moon, pretending that he wanted to be a good dad or whatever. And I'm getting like that's kind of what this person does. They come in and out of your life. I'm getting like, because I keep seeing the solar system, I keep getting like that they come into your life at least once a year. But they are so, I was going to say crazy, but I'm getting like that they have a lot of mental issues. Whoever this is, they got a whole hell of a lot of mental issues. So it says the card can also show stubbornness and an inability. This sounds exactly like my wife. I'm sorry. Whoever this is, so maybe it was a spouse. I'm not getting a spouse. I'm getting like boyfriend, someone, or maybe fiance, or it could be an ex-husband or ex-spouse. But I'm getting, it didn't get to that because you kind of realized that they were crazy. Which, good for you. If that is true. Or if you did get married, you got a divorce shortly after because, again, you realize this motherfucker was unfucking hinged. So it says, this page, again, princess, is fickle and does not follow through what he initiates. Eventually in the book, the page is a man. Okay. So, eventually his enthusiasm or obsessions burn out. He becomes easily bored or distracted, and he leaves you to deal with the fallout. That is what I said. This person comes in your house, makes a big, like, covers your life in shit, and then just disappears. Like, they come in your life, make it a mess, and then leave. So this card is confirming what I'm getting intuitively, which is cool. It says an additional meaning is problems with literacy and can apply to a child or young person struggling with written communication or speech. Again, I'm not getting that. I'm getting that this motherfucker is somebody that you were romantically tied to at one point, and they are still attached to you. And what I would suggest doing is a cord cutting ceremony, if this resonates at all. If it doesn't, let me know. But I would recommend doing a cord cutting ceremony. You may have to do that a couple of times. I've never done one, but I plan on doing one soon with my unhinged crazy ass ex. I plan on doing this too. You know, it would actually be kind of cool if this does resonate. Because I've been telling people on multiple readings, like, you're not the first person. Like, there is somebody that is super toxic that is, like, attached to you. And that's what I'm getting with this card. I'm going to read the Devil card next. Or should I? I'm going to read the Queen of Wands. So this was the next card that came out. And I'm getting that this is a result of this person being in your life, this card. So the keywords for this card mean denying yourself success you deserve, playing it small, need for authentic expression, creative block, vengeful, tyrannical. So let me again read in this book. Okay. You may feel controlled when the Queen of Wands reverses due to others' pointless Damn, interference. So this motherfucker is just coming in your house, or coming in your life for no reason other than to fuck it up. I feel like they thrive on drama. That's what I'm getting. Like, it's almost their life source. It's almost their, like, oxygen. They thrive on drama. Damn. You may feel controlled when the Queen of Wands reverses due to others' pointless interference. So yes, that confirms to me that you definitely need to do a cord cutting ceremony. What I was going to say is it would be kind of cool if I did a live for all the people who got a tarot reading and was told to do a cord cutting ceremony, maybe me doing it. Or we can do it on the phone together. Because I feel like you need some help around this. Because this energy is huge. I'm getting that this energy is huge. And you're going to have to do the cord cutting ceremony multiple times. And I can also recommend crystals to you as well to use for protection. Especially when you're around this motherfucker. Like, if you have to be around this motherfucker, you need to make sure that you are protected head to toe. Because whatever bond there is, it's like, I don't know. I'm not getting, like, it could be a child. I'm getting that you guys have some sort of special bond, and perhaps it could be that you guys are, like, this is someone that you have a contract with to do work in this world, like in this lifetime with this person, because it feels, I don't know. Okay, let me keep reading. There is a great need for organization, but disorder rules. This may be because you or someone else has taken on too much and cannot admit it. Consider if this is a pattern, a way of avoiding who you are due to fear of rejection. And I'm getting that this person gets in your head and makes you second guess yourself. I don't like whoever this is. I'm getting pissed about whoever this is because they know exactly what they're doing. They know that they are dimming your light and they thrive on that. Yes, I am blinking a lot. Because damn, like, that's what I'm getting intuitively, that this person thrives on making you feel small. So they are definitely an abuser. Don't need to shy away from the word. That's exactly who this fucker is. They are fucking abusive and toxic. So the card that I got, again, the Devil card, I'm going to read it in both this book and this book. So the Devil is not a good guy. As you may or may not know. So it came out upright. So it says awareness of unhealthy habits, accepting limitations, learning to expand, narrow perspectives, passion, sexuality. So it says, the card meaning, the devil represents all of the trappings of the earthly realms and attachments to what we feel obligated to, under control of, or chained to. This can range from addictive tendencies, excess materialism, disconnect from spirituality. So maybe that, when I said, like, are you, like, dabbling into spirituality, this person is blocking that. It's almost like their life's mission is what it feels like is to dim other people's light. And I feel like I'm getting that you get a lot of gut instincts and a lot of, like, first accurate impressions on people. Like, you're a very good judge of character, but not with this person. But I feel like with this card, I feel like it is kind of showing that you are becoming aware of this person and kind of coming to like, okay, I need to like for real be done with this person once and for all. That's what I'm getting with this card, meaning and intuitively. But I'm getting you kind of don't really know how. You don't know how to go forward with that. You don't know how to cut this person off because I'm getting they were in your life for a long time. Maybe this is like a best friend or something. I don't know. Let me keep reading. Okay. Disconnect from spirituality and the bigger picture, as well as toxic and unhealthy relationships. Wow. What is lacking in the devil card is access to authentic, true light of self and consciousness. Again, this person like does not. I'm getting that like they don't have a high. They don't have a high opinion of themselves. So putting down others, of course, makes them feel better. To break free from the chains of the devil, one must simply become aware of them, empower themselves to make any sort of progress, start with one foot in front of the other. I feel like this card is like instructing you how to handle this mess so that you can get the next two cards that I got, which are amazing. The devil feeds on unresolved anger, toxicity, and resentment. If the devil dwells in the depths of our subconscious darkness, a trusted antidote is to shine a light. Visualize light, meditating on being surrounded by white light, moving your body and generating heat, and even getting a healthy amount of sunshine can burn away the cords tying you to unhealthy karmic contracts. Okay. And help us align with abundance. So that must be what I was getting, that this is a karmic contract. And I was going to say that, but I stopped myself. Like, this is someone that so depending on what you believe, before we are born, we are up in heaven figuring out what are our life's lessons that we need to learn in this lifetime. And a lot of times with karmic relationships, they can sometimes start to feel like a soulmate, but that's because when you were up there, you and this other person made a pact to like, I'm going to be kind of a bad influence in your life, but here's what you're going to learn from it, because these are the things that you wanted to learn. And this person is in your life to do that. Really, like, I keep hearing it on various TikTok videos that, like, there are people incarnated on Earth just to serve out karmic contracts. And karmic contracts are ones that are shitty relationships that teach you something. So with my crazy unhinged ex-wife, I realized that was a karmic connection. Because one day I was like, what was the fucking point of being married and being with this bitch for 10 years? What was the point of that? And I heard that it was so that I can learn to speak up for myself, because I was horrible at that. Yeah. Her ridiculousness and like the unhinged, never letting something go, like these two cards, like this card was talking about. Stubbornness, unhinged or unbridled, toxic. I'm sorry, they were both reversed. Toxic. These these people sometimes are put on earth and in our path so that we learn something. So that's what I was getting, because I was like, I feel like there is something tying you together. Um, so you're going to have to do the cord cutting multiple times. And with this devil card, it said karmic contracts. So this person is someone you made a contract with up there, and they were like, okay, I'm going to show up in your life as this crazy person that is super stubborn, doesn't really follow through on things, talks a big talk, doesn't really follow through on things, and kind of makes you feel like shit. I am going to incarnate as that so that you can learn XYZ. So that makes sense. So I'm getting that you need to learn how to break free, like the devil card was saying. You need to learn how to set boundaries with this person. I'm getting that you're pretty good at setting boundaries with most people, but there are times when you're not that great. And I'm not getting that, like, you're like, I don't want to be mean. I'm not getting that, but I'm getting something like you want to you want to help people. So by not answering someone's calls, I feel like what I'm getting intuitively is that you're like, what if this person needs help? So you answer it even if they're the fucking devil. So I'm getting like you need to be more discerning in who you put your trust in, and who you need to be more discerning in who you put your trust in, and set boundaries with crazy motherfuckers, because there are times people just don't want to be helped. Sometimes people don't want to be helped, and probably they don't want to be helped because, like this card was saying, this is part of their life's journey, is to make other people's lives shit. They're making me angry. I don't know who this person is, but yeah, they come around every so often, fuck shit up, and then leave with like a smile on their face. I don't like them. So I know that I said, okay. Maybe this is someone you are still dealing with, because this book says you may be enslaved to an ideal or a relationship that demands too much. When what started positively or even pleasurably has reversed. So I feel like that means they showed you a totally different side of themselves when you first met. And part of the reason why it's so hard for you to cut this tie with this person is because you're like, well, maybe they'll go back to the person that I first met, and I'm getting fell in love with. Maybe they'll be that person. But I'm getting, it's been years, or it's been a long time that they have not, they have not made any changes. I'm also getting that, like, they talk like they've made changes, but they really haven't. And that is also part of the lore for you, because they're like, oh yeah, I've changed and I'm doing this, and this now. And then I feel like this is happening through either phone calls or texts, but then when you see each other in person, you realize, like, ain't shit changed with you. You are the exact same. Just like this. What were the words? Stubborn, unbridled. I feel like the key words for this one were excellent. Yeah. Lack of follow through, unpredictable, hot-headed, argumentative, So I feel like they are like portraying themselves like, yeah, I've done a whole lot of work on myself and I am so much better. But then when you see them in real life, you are like, oh my God, you are just the same. But then you also have this helper spirit, which is also, that also makes sense as to why I was like, do you have any spiritual gifts? Because I'm getting like that is part of the push pull with this situation. And I know I may be beating a dead horse by this point, but so yeah, they are like blocking the abundance and stuff that's meant to come to you. And it could be through thoughts about you, like nobody, like you don't have to be up in the kitchen stirring up chicken bones and killing chickens to put a like spell on someone. Just negative thoughts about someone can impact the other person's like energy. So, like I said, I have stones for you that you can get to help with protection. Here is one that I recommend to like damn near everybody. This is black tourmaline. This is a big piece, but you can get little pieces for like less, for like a couple bucks. I have this piece and little pieces. What I like about black tourmaline is that it is a very strong protection stone. And when people have ill will towards you, it not only repels it, it sends it back to their ass. So I like sleep with that next to my bed every night. I also have this bracelet. So any black stones typically are really good for protection. Burning a black candle can be used for protection. Onyx, that is this bead. Onyx is a really good one. It's really easily available. All of these stones that I'm talking about are readily available at any like metaphysical store or rock show or gem show. Onyx, obsidian, smoky quartz, which is like clear quartz, but it's gray. It looks really cool. This is another great stone, hematite. I like it because it is literally like the shiny silver ball. And then tiger's eye. Tiger's eye is also a really good protection stone. So those are a few that you can look at. And what I would do is carry them with intention. You can put them in your bra. You can put them in your pocket. You can sleep with them at night. But when you hold them, say like, please protect me from all negative energy that may be coming towards me, or something simple like that, just so that you can have the intention. I realized that the hard way. When I first started getting into crystals, I was like, oh, it's supposed to do this, this, and this. Okay, well, I'm just going to get it. And not like, like, no, I got to like sit with it and like, this is what you're going to help me do. And like really have intention behind it. So those are just a few. And all of those, like I said, are readily available at any metaphysical store that sells crystals, gem shows, like, yeah. Jewelry is made out of onyx. So, yeah. Onyx, obsidian, hematite. That's what, sorry, I don't even think I told you the name. This shiny gray is hematite. That's a really good stone for protection. Tiger's eye. And of course, black tourmaline. And I like that it has like these shards. It looks very cool. So I would recommend getting some of these. And then put them by your bed. Put them in your pillowcase. Do something so that it can get your energy on the stones. So either carry them around or sleep with them, something like that. So I want to read this one sentence because it says, okay, this is a destructive situation and you may be feeling controlled or under a bad influence. This is a card of greed, temptation, materialism. Yet, to change the situation, you will need to think laterally and use a little cunning. That's a weird way to put it. Be a little cunning. That makes more sense. It's never worth confronting the problem as the negativity is endemic. Hence, the devil card often appears to describe situations that are not worth trying to fix or heal. So that goes along with like, this person does not want any help. They do not want to be healed. They do not want to be a better person. They are pretending to be like that to get your attention and get your energy. So yeah. The message is to simply walk away, to escape in the best way you can, regardless of the temptation of staying. So this person could be promising you the world, but it's going to come at a cost if you decide you want to be with this person. I would recommend no, because they're only going to bring out more negative and negative traits of you. And you're not going to feel like your best self in whatever relationship this is. Like, it's not worth your time. And that also goes along with one of the TikToks I did that talked about confronting toxic and narcissistic people. It's never worth your time to do. So here's another reason as to why all this person thrives on is negative energy. So if you give them negative energy, you're giving them more supply so that they can stay and continue to fuck up your life. I don't know who this is, but I don't like them. So what I'm getting is that after you have dealt with this situation, this is what your 2023 is going to look like. So, first card is the Sun. Good, let's see. Some of the keywords: good omen, truth revealed, benevolent masculine, purity, abundance, light, passion, bloom, joy, sharing, communication, enlightenment, confidence, radiant, reciprocal love, healthy boundaries, happy inner child, creativity. Basically, everything in your life is going to blow up and glow up because this negative ass person will be out of your life once and for all. And I'm getting, when you do that cord cutting ceremony, you'll have to do it a couple of times, like I said, but you'll be able to feel when it takes shape because this person's energy is just that heavy and demanding that you are going to notice when the ties are all cut. And they may try and come back in your life, but because you've done that cord cutting ceremony, you won't feel that urge to like entertain them. Okay. The Sun card is the apex of creative expression, abundance, action, and enthusiasm. Just like a long, hot summer day, we're more inspired to get things done and seem to have all the time to do it with the extra hours of light. Sorry. We're energized by its rays. We can clearly see it's in its light, and we're motivated to move and express ourselves. The Sun lends its confidence to you, so you can plant all the seeds you want, and it promises to take care of them all while you're away and help them grow. Everything feels just as it should, like an ideal love, perfect work, or realization of a dream. Enjoy this archetype and soak up all the rays while you can, because even the sun has to rest at night. So, all aspects of your life are going to improve with this person out of your life. So, definitely get some protection stones and look up cord cutting ceremonies. And then the last card. Okay. So the last card is the Ace of Swords. Keywords are the gift of intellect, a new idea. So I'm feeling like I almost read this reversed, but I didn't. Like, this is why I need to practice, because my intuition was saying to read this first and then read this. So I'm getting with this card that you're going to have a really great idea. Maybe one that you've been passively thinking about, but with this situation out of your life, you're going to start thinking more seriously about it. So let me read the keywords. The gift of intellect, a new idea, gaining clarity, activated crown chakra, to cut something out. That goes along with what the devil card was saying. Make a decision, victory, intellectual strength, justice, logic. So are you feeling like you're kind of like stuck at a job you don't really like? I was getting that intuitively for some reason. But I feel like this could be like a new career. This could signify a new career. Because after this person leaves your life, you're going to realize, like, okay, I'm not happy here. What can I do to change it? You're going to start to recognize more aspects of your, like, more aspects that are out of alignment in your life. And I'm getting that you will have with this negative ass person out of your life, you're going to have the energy and the wherewithal to start making changes to your circumstances, like the sun was saying. Like, we feel more energized with more light in the day. That to me means, like, intuitively, the light with more hours, extra hours of light in the day, that means cutting this person out, and you're going to feel a lot better. You're going to have more energy, because these toxic and narcissistic people are fucking draining. And especially, like, this said, what? Relentless, stubborn. Like, that is so draining to live with. And it's even draining when you're, like, talking with someone on the phone and they're always in a negative state. It is so draining on you. And a lot of people don't realize the impact that it makes on us. But it makes a huge impact. So getting this person out of your life is going to lead to so much more fulfillment and happiness in your life. So it's in your best interest to try and let those feelings go of wanting to help or heal this person, because they don't want it, one. And two, why waste your energy on someone that doesn't even want help? So, the Ace of Swords. Okay. The Ace of Swords is the beginning stages of the gift of air, meaning thoughts, communication, speaking, writing, and studying. That's cool. And maybe studying means going back to school. I don't know. The mind is a tool that, if not used properly, can be prone to anxiety, overthinking, and even toxic thoughts that affect our bodies. But the Ace of Swords shows us the raw power that the mind also is capable of. Most inspiration begins simply as a thought. So you must have, I'm getting that, like, you have had a thought about something and it just keeps kind of popping up, very similar to this person, like popping up every so often, like, oh, I should really think about this. And then maybe a couple weeks go by and then it pops up again. And then maybe 6 weeks go by, or a month or 2 months go by, and then it pops up again. With this negative ass person out of your life, you're gonna want to pursue that. And it's going to feel like, I'm getting like, with that person out of your life and all of the naysaying that they're doing, you're gonna feel more confident too, because they're breaking you down. Like slowly breaking down your confidence and your light. And I don't know why. Okay. Most inspiration begins simply as a thought, and then they take on a life of their own when acted upon. There is an inherent truth to this card, meaning you are in a sound state to make the decision, to cut through the fog of confusion, and to use this opportunity to create something powerful. The snowy mountain range in the background of the Ace of Swords is an indication of what the journey of the swords will look like. Treacherous at times, but with the right mindset, one can see the beauty of the challenge they will take on and be receptive to the lessons that will help them grow and evolve along the way, and how they can use this gift for the good of all. So, yes. The good of all sticks out because I had said earlier, like, I feel like you have spiritual gifts. And I feel like you are meant to help people, but don't waste your time on this fool. I don't know who this fool is, but they don't deserve it and they don't want it. Okay. So I'm actually going to pull cards from another oracle deck I like to use for black folks. All right, so I'm going to pause for a minute. All right, I am back. So this card deck is called the African Goddess Rising Oracle deck. And I like to use it on black folks because it's African. A lot of the African orishas and such are in this deck. So I always like to use it for black folks, and I use it for myself when I want messages from my ancestors or grandma. I always use this deck, and if I'm called to use my other one, I will. Ooh, these cards are stiff. All right, Spirit Squad, are there any ancestors? I was picking up on an ancestor earlier in this reading that wanted to make contact with Shannon. What messages do you have for her? In the world, why am I having so much trouble? All right, can I get a couple more? One more card? Can I get one more card, please? So I just randomly keep hearing, come out of the spiritual closet. I keep getting it over and over. Come out of the spiritual closet. Come out of the spiritual closet. Let your light shine. Let your gifts shine. That is cool. Okay, so the first one that came out is called Masks. Which immediately oops, wrong one. Immediately I was like, that motherfucker wears a mask. But I'm kind of getting that this is more about you. You wearing a mask and not really letting people in. Like you're holding a part of yourself back, and I keep getting that it is your spirituality. Like, kind of like you're worried that people will think that you're crazy, think that this is the devil's work, obviously. Yeah. Let me read what the card says. Okay. So this is the card. I love the cards. They are so colorful and pretty. So this card is Jumbi. And masks is Jumbi's keyword. So it says Jumbis are the scary, shadowy, otherworldly creatures and monsters of the Caribbean. Jumbi's shadow guidance. Where is the lie? Get quiet to get clear. Put your hand on your heart. Now, are you confused or are you afraid? Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Embodiment. Show your true face. Wearing a mask blocks your vulnerability and blessings. If you are wearing a mask, dare to reveal yourself. You are lying to others and to yourself. Wearing a mask is exhausting. Be you. If someone else is wearing a mask with you, you deserve clarity. Your relationship and connection is built on lies. Their mask is a projection of your own. And the goddess declaration for this card is, I am willing to remove the mask. I almost feel like this fits with whatever I was picking up in the tarot reading and what I was picking up intuitively about your intuition and gifts. Like, whoever that motherfucker is definitely wears a mask. And you do too in some sort of way. And I'm getting it's like about your spiritual gifts. Okay. So the other card that came out is Seven Sisters, and the keyword is creativity. The Seven Sisters were a mystical Nolans family, identical master psychics and conjure women who never aged. But were they? Were the Seven Sisters one shape-shifting woman or seven? Time will never tell. Seven Sisters guidance: create, create, create. You come from conjurers and creators. Your blood remembers. Use your gifts to multiply your magic. So you are spiritually gifted. That's cool. You are a cosmic creatix and creative force. Like Matrix, but creatix. Embodiment. You are a divine nation within one person. How creative do you allow yourself to be? Break out of your comfort zone and into your creative fertility. You have the power to create planets, so yes, you are creative. No one else's opinion matters here. And I feel like that is a very important line. Let your inner child play to awaken your creativity. Creating is birthing, is manifesting. And the goddess declaration is, I am a creative visionary. Wow. So, don't hide yourself. Don't hide your light under a bushel. And definitely move on. You don't even need to, like that one card said, you don't even need to communicate with this person because they're really not worth the time. And it would do no good. So move on, and then you will have lots of blessings and abundance in your life with the sun. The sun, sorry. Yeah, this is your future. Having the power to create, coming up with ideas that you can make into realizations, and then abundance and happiness. So, good thing to try a cord cutting. Definitely get some crystals. That is like the easiest and probably one of the easiest and quickest ways to help protect yourself. So let me know if any of this resonated. And if it didn't, I will totally do another tarot reading for you for free. Yeah, I think that's it. So thank you, Shannon, so much for letting me do a reading on you. I greatly appreciate it because I am very new. So thank you so much. And yeah, let me know what you think. And we will talk soon. I can't wait to hear what you thought. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.